Welcome back to Let's Try Roleplay. This is episode 7 of The Long Night, which is a crossover campaign that was wrote by Connor. I'm Robin, and I'll be playing Nine, the Tiefling Paladin, and also Nat with her friend Indy, the Arcanine.
I'll be playing Ibothane, the Dragonborn Sorcerer, and Kyle, both characters written by James.
I'll be playing... Oh, that's messed me up. I'm Henry, and I'll be playing Oliver Richmond III with his friend Ainsley, who is a glaive.
In a world formed by Henry.
In a world formed by me, and then there's also a world formed by James.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
From which Uma Nakatima comes from.
And I'm Connor, and I'm rolling the dice and telling these people the story. Having been locked out of Kerbo the Hutt's palace, Ibothane, Nat and Byron needed a route back in as they found themselves in an alien spaceport. In a landscape very peculiar to Nat and Byron, and even more so to Ibothane, they did the obvious thing and found a pub. In the so-called Space Denny's Diner, our heroes sipped on Jawa juices while chatting to their new ally named Uma Nakatima. His recent escape/mutiny/total destruction of Tunga the Hutt's palace showcased his apparent usefulness for their mission. And so, in return for facilitating his escape off-world, Uma agreed to join our heroes on their mission to take down Skull and find Tholme and Oliver's family. Byron's worries of being unprepared for a fight with Skull's assailants led the new team to search the space markets for armour. In a small stall owned by a Jawa, Ibothane's somewhat illegal haggling allowed them to leave with new armour whilst losing nothing but a couple of useless rocks. In this episode, our heroes take to buying some exotic weapons and make their approach back into Kerbo the Hutt's palace towards the Mirror Portal. So you guys travel and you find the nearest weapon shop, and you go in and what species do we want this guy to be?
Oh.
Bothan.
Bothan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now they're all dead.
I don't know.
No, many, not all died.
Don't really know.
And they have that. I don't think they died
That's
for
because
quite a while.
that's because the rest of them were doing this.
Yeah.
Cool. So you go up to this Bothan and he says, "Hello, this is my shop. My name is."
Bothan Spy.
Bothanspa.
My name is Bothan. I'm from Gotham.
My name is Nothub.
Notham, the Bothan from
my
Gotham.
name is Nothub the Bothan.
Man, that's my fault.
This is my shop. Feel free to look around.
Thank you.
Guys.
I do believe it is these two that really want weapons. So.
Shh. I think he's a werewolf.
What? What? What?
Bothans look like wolf people. Kind of.
What's a...
Bothan is one of these.
What?
I think
He is a Bothan.
Yes, my name is Nothub. Pleased to meet you.
Nothing the Bothan.
Nice to meet you.
And he holds
you
out
too,
his
sir.
paw. Or a hand.
I shake it. Fair enough, it's just like interacting with Pokemon. I'd be like, it's amazing that you can speak. You're very advanced for your species.
I'm not going to touch you because I don't want to become a werewolf. But I like you. I'm not saying I don't like you. Just got a bit of a germaphobe.
I was going to say you should probably wash your hands.
So you guys look around and you can see some weird things. You can see Nat, would you recognize what a gun is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon has guns. I think the anime has a gun in it.
Oh, there's an episode that I think was banned in America where like Ash and that gets shot at. Yeah.
I'm surprised that was banned in America. But yeah, you can find well, they're not guns.
Like mandatory
sorry.
watching.
I know.
Fuck.
So you can see what Uma would recognize as blasters, and also recognize some sort of like some vibro knives and stuff like that. Should we have another look in the books and see what we've got?
There are some blasters here.
Is-
There are some verbal knives here.
Is there any spears? Oh, sweet Jesus. Is there a flamethrower?
No, you're looking for some spears.
And flamethrowers.
And flamethrowers. Ibothane is giving some serious eye. And he He takes you around the shop and he's like, and this is our sort of simple blaster selection. And then if we continue round, here's our sort of vibro instruments. We've got vibro knives and a couple of vibro axes and things. I don't really know what your fuck's sake.
Where did I even go?
It's over here. So this is our vibro knife and vibro axe, section. And then if we move around a bit further, there's some of our more exotic collections.
I'm very
Here
exotic.
we have our vibro wands
And our vibro Pokeballs as
and our
well.
vibro plugs.
And
A vibro plugs. That sounds like a vibrating part plug.
That's what I was getting at because you said exotic. So it's like vibro wand like a vibrator,
I thought you meant
and
Harry Potter
a vibro
ones.
plug like a butt plug.
I thought you meant Harry Potter
Oh,
ones.
no.
So I was like,
yeah, I thought we were just like, oh, I didn't know Harry Potter was in this.
and then plug, I was like socket plug. Like,
Yeah,
No.
A little Harry Potter.
Well,
Wand
kind of a
Weasley.
socket, but.
oh,
Ooh.
oh, nasty.
So past the vibrating stuff, what's he got?
There's some more exotic things, and there's some big guns, and there's some things. Well, Uma, you might recognise one. Well, yeah, go on. One of these things you can tell is a flamethrower.
Yes.
What is gun?
It is a blaster.
blaster?
It's fire. Well, these ones fire small blasts
beams.
of energy.
I can do this.
And well,
Star Wars debunked. I can do that.
I can
some
do
of
this.
them are better than others. Some of them fire more energy. Some of them fire less. The
also can
vibro
do
weapons are like swords that vibrate.
Yes, I have knives. Yes, good.
Yeah, so you don't need anything.
What else? What else do they have?
They have some exotic weapons here.
Talk me through these.
That one there is what we would call a flamethrower. But I thought you could already do that. So.
A man can masturbate. He still wants sex. No, give me. Tell me about this thrower of flames.
Yes, this is our flamethrower.
I'll take it.
I mean,
I'll take it.
can you afford it?
I have magic stones.
I'm sorry,
I have. Look, you see how the Jawa went through into the other one?
No.
Do you have an employee you want me to kill, and then I can show you how my magic stones work, and then you'll buy them?
It's sort of
It is like magic grenade. Do I know what a grenade is? No, probably not. It's like magic grenade.
It sort of. I mean, you mean it might be quite good to have something else I can sell in my shop. But
Yes.
it takes you back round the back, and there's sort of a little not like a firing
More like a
range,
test
but yeah,
of
there's
it.
like a test like wall with
Okay,
some
would you have to roll to hit the wall?
No, just so if you
I
make,
throw one of the magic stones I powered up on the way over here to
Yeah.
throw at it.
yeah, and it explodes in the wall. And he's like, oh, that's I mean, very impressive. I've never seen one like this
It's
before.
completely undetectable. It just looks like stone.
Yes, I can see that. But the problem is that the flamethrower is the most valuable thing in my shop.
It's the most valuable thing in the store.
Definitely the most valuable thing in the store.
I'll give you 6.
I mean, if I'm going to have to sell these on, then I'm going to need a fair bit more than 6. I mean, I need to make my money back on my most valuable item in the store.
We're getting dangerously close to being sued here. But smell those exotic spices.
Shout out to the Adventure Zone.
Give me the fucking flamethrower. I tell you what, I'll do you a big deal, I'll give you 10.
I feel so
We got
bad.
this laminate armor for only 3.
I feel bad swindling this guy.
For all you know, this is true.
That's true.
I mean, I think that yes, I will
They might
take
just
10,
want
but
to
if you can
kill
give me even some credits, I don't want to put all my eggs in the one basket here.
How many credits are we talking?
You can give me. I mean, it's worth. Like I don't know how much, but it's worth 10,000 credits. So
Well,
if you can
fucking
give
hell.
me 2,000 credits and
And
10
what do
of
these
these
credits
magic.
look like? I'm from out of town.
So you don't have any? I don't
No.
think we can do
If
it.
you I have many different currencies.
Just Republic credits will do.
if you show me what these Republic credits look like. Uma, what does a Republic credit look like?
I don't not know. I've never had one.
Shit.
You perception check.
Do I have money on me?
I don't have any Republic credits.
You probably got like a $20 note.
8. I rolled an 8.
Cool. Uma, can you roll perception? What?
No. I cast a spell. I cast Detect Thoughts, and I want to see if he has the image of a Republic credit in his fucking head. That's a level 2 spell slot.
Highs or lows?
Highs.
Yep. You can see what looks like a 100 credit bit chip thing in his head, and you now know what they look like.
Okay.
Bitcoin.
In that case, I will be like, yes, of course. I need to go outside and speak to my banker, and then I shall. And then I will come back and with the credits, but
You need to go to a space ATM.
But I will also come back with these magic stones for you as well.
Yes, no, welcome to.
Very good.
What about you guys? Have you seen anything
Walk
that you
outside.
like?
Well, so I was just going to get a spear, and then I found a thing in the book that was a shock prod staff. That looks pretty neat.
A shock prod staff.
Yeah.
I assume that's like what Grievous' bodyguards use.
Yeah, but we'll say it's a smaller version because
A shock prod. What does it say?
the Magna Guards have huge ones.
So it's the universally recognised symbol of the 8th edition of Gand Finesman. I thought that said fisherman for so long. It's constructed out of various alloys and equipped with a small high output power cell that generates a strong stun field. Top of the staff branches into a V shape. Electrodes at the tip of the staff. At each branch focus the stun field and can be used to trap individuals or herd them. Can also fire a bolt of energy up to a few meters away,
Oh, I have a picture of it.
allowing the user to catch targets unaware or incapacitate particularly dangerous marks at a safe distance. I'm wondering, because she has proficiency in staffs, can she...
Spears.
Spears, yeah. Would she be able to use that?
Not with proficiency.
Not with proficiency.
Because it's a different. It's like
yeah.
staffs are a thing in. Like I have quarterstaffs and stuff in D&D.
Damn.
But I mean, you can use that if you want. You can buy that. How much is it?
1,500?
That's not bad. I can get you some money if you want.
Ooh, loan me some.
I'll get some from my banker.
What does it mean with not having proficiency? What does that mean?
So you can't add your proficiency bonuses to attack.
So it'll be like a +2 or whatever.
So it'll be just plus your strength.
Literally, fucking everything here is like that. I don't have proficiency in flamethrowers.
You really should.
I don't really want to hit with it. Just flick it around a bit. I don't even give a fuck.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So if you maybe get some money from that from it, but then Byron's sort of looking around as well, and he's seeing. He's sort of looking at the vibro weapons, and he sort of says, "Is it worth just grabbing some of these, like a few that we can give to the other guys as well? I mean, I might get something for. I might get something for Kyle and I think because I'm hoping that we see them soon, and I hope that we just get out of this and they don't need them. But I think we'd rather be safe than sorry." And so he's going to pick up 2 vibro knives. Actually, so Byron's going to go off. He's going to try and get one of these. He's bought, we'll say 3 vibro knives, or he's picked up 3 vibro knives, and he's going to buy these. And so you go and put all this stuff on the table and the counter, and it comes to. So we'll say 10 magic stones and like 20,000
Jesus.
Republic
credits, and he says, because he's obviously taken you're the rich businessman.
Yes, I sort of. Psst, Uma.
Yes?
Do you want a blaster?
No.
You sure? You might as well take one because I've got a plan.
Sure thing. I'll grab just a small one off the side.
Okay.
Gonna call
whilst
it
I'm
hold-out
outside
blaster.
Yeah.
on my phone to my banker, can I just like cast Phantasmal Force on the bloke?
Yeah, sure.
He needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay, this is just walking past, and he is what we'll say
No, on the guy who's selling us.
Oh, all right. I was like
Phantasmal Force on the chap
guy.
who's selling. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
You need to make an intelligence check, saving throw.
Okay, so you got an 8 on the dice, so we'll say you got like a 10.
Okay, he fails.
Okay.
So
Are you just like pushing him out?
he's like the only person that can see this, but basically when he comes outside, there's a 10-foot crate of credits. And I just go, look, my banker overdid it. Look, I imagine this is like, they're just crates, and he checks them, they're all fucking real. He can touch them and shit, like they're physically there. He genuinely believes all of this is real. Like, I assume I can just sort of take what I want and then go.
You guys gonna leave like Nicholas Angel in Hot Fuzz with like 9 rifles on your...
Yes, I mean, can I just sort of... I
Clean you out.
think there must be like over a couple of million credits here. I mean, look, I'm very rich. I don't mind leaving them here for you if you just let us take what we want. I'm in a bit of a tight spot with some people I need to kill.
Okay, he kind of looks at it, and he's never seen so many credits in his whole life. And he says, with this kind of money, I can leave this business. I can go off world. I can sell. I could live off this for the rest of my life.
These guys can't see them.
And he says,
It only lasts a minute. We have to go. Grab all the guns.
he's like, I could buy a ship for this.
Yeah, you could. Are you happy? Can we take what we want?
Honestly, he runs up and he hugs you.
Oh,
and
wonderful!
he's like, my family are gonna be so pleased.
Dude, you should probably get all of that inside. People are starting to look. Get in.
Yeah, no, and he wheels it.
How many guns can we get in a minute?
Honestly, you can
That's how many you can carry.
have the shop.
I feel so bad.
You don't know. As far as I'm concerned, he's lost his mind.
Umar's just like, I like this man.
He's a Jedi.
I don't know what they are.
Everything, highs or lows?
Highs, please.
Oh, that's nice.
Right, I'm gonna say, just for the purpose of the story, you currently have the bag of holding.
This is the only thing I have left from home.
You can put the shop. All the weapons are in the shop.
Fuck,
Back
how many has he got? What's he got? How many blasters has he got?
We'll say, right. We'll keep to keep this sort of on the straight and narrow. We'll say he's got 5 blasters.
So 5 heavy blasters.
Well,
no, 5 light blasters, we'll say.
We're just wiping out this poor man's life.
Who cares?
Man on the street, his wife is gonna be so pissed.
Like 5 heavy blasters. So we say 5 light blasters, 5 heavy blasters.
He might have kids.
5 vibro knives.
They're so fucked.
He did just mention his family, and I did not
Right.
blink on that. I'm chaotic neutral. Without my friends, I am fucking evil.
We'll say so we can give the other guy some armour. We'll say we've got more padded armour.
What? Some padded armor?
Padded
Wow.
armour for
So
the-
how many of them? 3?
We'll just go with rule of 5s. Let's just keep going with
Oh,
5.
5 rifles of 5 padded armor.
Let's see.
Like how Robin actually feels bad. Like,
Can I get some actual grenades?
Yeah, we've got some frag. 5
5 frag grenades?
We'll say 10.
Round because
10
you wanted to do
fragments?
this- You wanted to do this seriously, and Umar was like,
And then
5.
Ibothane did it Ibothane.
yeah.
5 lightsabers.
Oh my god, a lightsaber in a bag of holding is a dangerous
It is.
fucking thing.
Pulled straight into whatever fucking ethereal planes in this world.
Oh, you've just wiped out this poor
I don't
man.
want to use Blink here.
Cool.
He might have to become a slave.
Look, there's a little green man looking at me when I use Blink.
5 comm links.
Oh shit.
You become a forced ghost when you use Blink here.
Oh my god.
Like Umar can still see you. He's like,
Tell
"Why
me
are
what
you-"
else. I got a flamethrower, obviously.
5 sets of macro binoculars. What else did I give you?
I'm genuinely upset by this.
How many stim packs do I get?
5 stim packs. Yeah, fuck it. We need to give Uma some of those anyway.
Just treat me like a healing potion.
Cool. Right, we'll say that's it.
Do I get any, like, can I get a 5 blaster rifles? Wait. Very importantly, I'm going to say I've got 3 vibra swords.
Right.
because you said we mentioned some vibro weapons, and then like 5 vibro daggers,
Okay.
which we'll say are like +1 weapons.
Plus
or-
1 weapons.
Yeah, +1 weapons, vibro daggers, and
That'll do.
that'll do. Yeah, I think
Honestly, like, see from it, that might be
throw
slightly-
us in one more exotic weapon. You had a
Another
flamethrower.
an
Give us
exotic
another
weapon.
exotic weapon.
I'm trying to think through the Star Wars films now. What different
A dart firer. A Camino dart fire.
a Camino saber dart.
Saber dart.
five Camino saber darts.
Five-
No idea what they are.
Neither do I.
Oh god, we're all in our episode 2 references today.
It's all about the worst movie.
Best
the thing
movie.
is, right, this may be, people might be listening to this and thinking that is ridiculous DMing, and I'm sure Henry is thinking the same.
I am very much, but
But
I'm
like-
like, oh, whatever.
He genuinely has
Yeah.
never seen magic before. Like,
It makes
there
sense,
is no
yeah.
reason why
And
he
in-
wouldn't
and
believe
Also, in
this.
his defense, he's DMing me.
Yeah, true.
Okay, cool. And you leave the shop now. Now, tell me what happens when you leave. What is there a range on this?
So we get that in stuff in quickly whilst he's running back and forth
Oh, because
with
it's only lasts a
apparently
minute.
nothing. And then we're out and we run away, and they fucking like credits melt into dust and his into smoke in his hands.
Oh god. Okay.
And then he does that meme that I've got
Nothing left.
Robin, you look distraught.
I am so upset. I've just fucked this guy over.
Wait,
he
wait.
has a family.
What was his name? Bothan.
No, it's not that.
Notham
the
the
Bothan.
Bothan. I'm gonna write his name
He's
down.
gonna become a slave. He's gonna be the next big bad of this
Right.
fucking campaign. He's gonna be like, "Oi, you."
Botham.
So Nothab the Bothan.
Nothab.
You're responsible for him now. Whatever he does, it's you.
He's going in the next Star Wars campaign.
Okay, so you guys move away, and yeah, if the camera cuts back, then he's off. He runs and he grabs one of his
Oh.
comm links, the one that he's just got. He runs at the back of the shop, puts the stuff in a corner, and then runs out the back of the shop to call his wife. And he's on the phone to his wife somewhere, and in the back of this
no.
camera shot, you can see these crates slowly start to disintegrate.
You know, that was how.
I walk out and click like Thanos.
Robin looks so upset.
No,
Like, in real
You
life.
know this person isn't like real and
You're
having
also-
gone through this trauma.
You've also just watched me put blaster after blaster after blaster into this bag, and it goes nowhere. Blaster, blaster, blaster. My name is Mary Poppins. Blaster, blaster. That would have been a different fucking movie. Tidy up, or I'll fucking shoot you.
Mary Popper cap in that.
Mary
I'm
Poppins.
Mary Poppins, yup.
So you guys, so there we go. You've swindled this man out of his entire life savings, and
then
you guys gonna make your attack on the palace now?
Yeah, I think we'll head up to the palace. The weird thing is, I didn't even give him any magic stones. He completely forgot when he saw the credits.
It is very well done.
Really lucky I had to do it in like 10-foot one, because I only saw what a 100 credit thing looked like. In his mind, I looked in.
Oh, you have many talents, my friend.
I'm a sorcerer.
It's
It's like literally one of the first things I said.
I've never heard
Sorcerer's
of that
been
before.
said in Star Wars. Sorcerer is a thing in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Who says sorcerer?
I think sorcerer is used in conjunction with the Jedi.
Yeah, it is. But there's someone says your sorcerer's ways. Someone says.
He says it to Vader.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. 4, yeah.
It's Tarkin, isn't it? That's
You're,
it.
no, Tarkin doesn't say.
What?
It's the other moth. He says,
Oh yeah, the one that gets.
"Your
strangled.
yes, don't sorcerer's ways don't scare us."
Cool. So you guys are heading along and walking back up to the palace that you just left. And you guys want to make some sort of check to see if you can read this map and find out where the sewers were.
Well,
Is that the plan you're eventually going with?
Yes. Because it was the only one that wasn't retarded.
Okay, cool.
Rude. We have the firepower now. Just kill them all.
16. Well, what's the chat? What type of chat?
Yeah, I don't know what's on the sheets.
It would be
Perception or insight?
probably survival. Following a map would be survival, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, so survival checks then.
Yeah, it's fucking useless to me. 16.
12.
Okay, cool. Well,
A 0. I rolled a 1 and I have a -1, so
Oh.
a 0.
Wow.
An actual 0. We've never rolled below a 1 before.
In a non-recorded campaign, I've rolled a -3 before. and a
quite
-4.
high.
And a -4 to
Didn't
a
that,
stat.
didn't that kill your character?
No, that was something else. That was a series of nat 1s.
Cool. So you go around, you walk up to where the big grate that fell down that you came from last time, and you sort of walk around the side of this palace, and it's sort of like a big circular shape, similar to Jabba's palace in episode 6. You walk around to another side where you see a sort of there's a sort of water, almost a waterfall of this just
Of shite.
gunge and shit coming off into like a sort of drainage system out the back, which is mainly just like a pit. But you reckon that if you sort of climbed up this wall a little bit, then you might be able to get into that sewer pipe and then into the building.
We just climb up here. I'll go first. If you
Yeah,
want.
fucking go for it.
I'll try and jump up to the.
Okay,
to the
cool,
thing.
cool. Can you make acrobatics check?
Athletics.
Yes. Okay, because an athlete is someone who can jump high, cool,
Mhm.
and like.
That'd be a 22.
You can argue both, to be honest.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're kind of used interchangeably.
Okay, so you actually, yeah, roll that at disadvantage because it's going to be quite slippy and.
Oh,
21.
Okay, cool. So you manage to jump up and grab onto the edge of this pipe and haul yourself up, and there's sort of this shitty water all like pouring over you, and it's fucking disgusting.
I'm used to it. It's fine.
I mean, actually fair. But you manage to get up and sort of like maybe dry off your hand a bit, and then you can hold down your hand to try and
I'll try and help people up.
hold the other people if you want. So we'll say but Byron sort of steps up and volunteers to go next. That's in that one.
Because I'm helping him. Does he have advantage?
Well, okay.
To be honest, if he falls down, he can land on me because I got a 4.
Right. So that is a 10. So we'll say with that, he manages to sort of like grab onto your hand. It's a bit slippy, but then can you make an athletics check to try and pull him up?
Ooh.
17.
Cool. You manage to pull him up, and he gets covered in all the shit.
That was
as
a
well.
1.
Everything.
I got a 4.
Okay.
With advantage of me helping you?
Yep, go for it again with advantage.
So I roll again.
Yeah.
Roll one more time.
Yes.
10.
A 10. I said that
11 past there,
think we could do that there. Yeah. So with a 10. So
Cool.
okay,
Pull
cool.
you up as well.
And then we'll know. But I made you do a strength check.
Alright, I'll do another one. 21.
Okay, right. Everything.
I have a plus 10, so I have a plus 10 to athletics. So like,
manages to pull you up. Fine. And then Nat.
Can I just use Dragonite and
Yes.
just fly me up without having to climb through this shit?
There's nobody really around you. There's actually some you can tell homeless people or whatever sort of like rifling through some of the stuff that's fallen out of this thing to see if they can get any bits of metal or scrap, anything that's sort of been thrown into the trash.
Or shit out.
Yeah, but and
those
then
rancors
actually
shitting up bones.
and then so as you all manage to climb up, you go further into this tunnel, and it fast forward a couple of years.
What the fuck
And
was that?
this image of the sewer and people rummaging through the crap trying to find scrap metal and stuff. Fast forwards a couple of years, and you see Nothab rifling through it, picking up little bits of metal and stuff. Who has been homeless for 2 years now. He looks.
Jesus Christ! No!
I saw Robin look at me like, who the fuck's Nothab? Like the person you were just really upset about. Have you forgotten him already?
don't worry, because I think what you'll actually find is that in 2 years' time, I have control of Northab. So
You hasn't, James. No, okay.
he wishes he was there. That's going to be rubbish.
But you guys are in this very dark tunnel now. You can't really see. Do you have dark vision, Ibothane?
Mm-hmm.
You do. So you
I have
can.
a Beltacina.
You do. So you can vaguely see in this tunnel. The water is sort of like maybe knee high.
Okay.
So for you, everything's probably a bit lower.
Shame.
But yeah, so you, Uma, maybe you can see a little bit better because you know the dark side of Ryloth, and you can sort of see, maybe it's a little bit in your DNA, but you can't really see anything.
Grew up in forest though, for quite a lot.
A lot of
time.
carrots. No, you can't really see anything. You've not got.
Do you have a flashlight?
I don't think so, to be honest. No.
I remember editing a big thing about us buying a flashlight.
Carl kept it.
You can get your phone out.
Fucking like Pokephone or whatever.
Pokedex, swipe up and press the flashlight button.
I'll lead you. It's fine. I'll be like
We're not going to do the classic everything prestidigitation on a.
Oh fuck yeah! I pressed
Ibothane
This is
would.
going to be so much an easy thing. I can't believe this is the puzzle that stumps them.
I was like, oh no, don't worry about it. And I go into the bag of holding and I get one of the fucking little balls of light thing that.
Yeah, I was
float
literally
around.
about to say like
God.
I specifically gave the characters things for this.
Oh, that's awesome! Yeah.
You have
And I
those
just
little
sort of
glow
pop it
orbs.
and it floats around a head.
Ah, neat. So, you guys continue on. Now you've got your light, and you can continue down this. And there's sort of maybe a few right and left turns as you shovel some shit out of the way and sort of like wade your way through deeper parts and bits that are more shallow. But you're following your map. Can you guys make another survival check?
Mm-hmm.
Got an 8 this time.
5.
Ooh. Fuck. 23.
Oh,
I
awesome!
love how that's a fuck. Like, damn,
No,
I'm
just,
only
I
at
couldn't
23.
see where it was in my thing, that's why.
Alright.
So Byron got a 19 and you got a 23. So between the two of you, you're like fucking this way, that way, and if we go this way, we can like I expect there'll be less shit this way because I can see that the pipes.
I like
are
how
less
that's
deep
dictating our
and,
moves. Like, what way's less smelly?
Yeah. And
Makes sense.
where do you want to come out? Because you got access to the entire sewage system. So where do you kind of want to access?
I'd assume we'd have to come up in a bathroom somewhere.
Yeah, so there's a number
Poke
of
our head through a
bathrooms,
toilet.
like trash compactors that are sort of like feeding into this sewage system.
Trash
so,
compactors, eh?
so
Well, I know literally nothing.
So Uma,
No
you'll
idea.
know that there's there's all sorts of different places, but if you're wanting to get back to the
Do you know
slave
where?
quarters to get to the
Do you know roughly where in the building this mirror you were talking about was?
It was in the other building, it wasn't in this one.
No,
No, it was in this one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It's in this palace, but I
Oh,
have
Jesus, but
no
fuck Christ.
idea where.
No idea at all. I'll look at Byron.
Do I remember where? What was the role I did last time for the Vice Palace bullshit? Where I came from in the castle? Or did I roll some sort of memory roll, didn't I? And I got it wrong.
I don't know.
Insight.
I don't remember.
No, you said perception check, didn't you?
Oh, like a retrospective.
Yes.
22.
12.
Okay, so I think you
That's
sort
on
of
it.
you sort of get with a 22. You can probably infer that it must have been sort of near the slave quarters anyway, because that's sort of the area that the slaves would be able to congregate in an area. So if you sort of head that way, then you sort of come up to a grate and you can climb up the chute from the toilet and then come up Johnny English style into the bathroom. Can you all make some sort of climbing check?
Mm-hmm.
Athletics or
17.
Oh.
21.
6.
have you listened to? No, I don't think you have. Search for a Hell.
Oh yeah. Yet more references to other podcasts in this podcast.
No, this was enough. No, just climbing up a toilet chute.
Yeah, it's literally the entire time we've been playing this. I've been like, I've just listened to Search for a Helm, so I'm like, this is exactly like that bit in it. Basically, they're going into a castle that doesn't have like an entrance, and I'm like, well, how can we get up here? And I think it's Jackson just turns around and he's just like, just climb up the shitter.
It's like a whole thing of Unky Dick keeps falling and getting stuck because he's really fat.
They have to grease him up. They have to grease up Dick in a hole.
Yeah, they have to grease up Unky Dick to get him through the bunghole.
It's just perfect. It's just
And
meant to be.
But they talk for like 10 minutes in the episode about how
It's
they've
longer
made it's
than
like
that.
it's for a long time, but they keep coming back to it about how they perfectly made this joke. Because Adam goes to say it, it's just like, so you grease up Dick to get him through the bunghole, and as he's saying it, he's just like, oh my god, we've made the best joke ever. It's like,
the last 20 minutes.
like
up
from the
from
last,
episode
it's set
3.
up from episode 1, and they just add a bit each time, and then they're like, Jackson calls it the bunghole, and it just goes perfectly. It's so good. It's one of the best jokes in D&D's for Nerds ever.
It's
like,
so funny because it is actually like cross episodes.
yeah,
This
like
joke.
it's clearly not on purpose, and it's so good.
But anyway, so like Johnny English still, you try and climb up this. Nat, it maybe takes you a couple of attempts, but Uma will happily like pull you up. And highs or lows?
I was about to say if you were happy doing it or not.
No, I was to say if I'm able to, but I got a 25, so yeah.
Highs or lows?
Lows.
Okay, there's nobody in here. There's nobody sitting together. It would actually be even funnier if there's a cultist just sitting on the shitter next to you.
Just-
You come up like,
I reach down like, pass me one of the, like we get to his butt, and I'm like, pass me one of the vibronites, and just stab upwards.
Get him with Nat's new taser stick.
Straight up there.
oh my god, just
Straight
like
to the
stick a
gooch.
frag grenade in his arse.
Talk about explosive diarrhea, don't you?
Oh, nasty. You nasty.
Cool, so you guys, you climb up and you all manage to get into this, sort of this toilet and brush yourselves off. And yeah, where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
Do we have any idea where we are? In the building.
Yes, you are in the toilet in the slaves' quarters.
Would it?
Okay, in the
Does it
slave
seem similar to the slave toilet in the slaves' quarters I come from?
Yeah, it's probably the same,
The two fucking
same
houses
design.
are mirror images.
I think I may know roughly. I worked in an area like this. I may know roughly where we are going. So
Okay,
I'll try and lead the way.
cool. Do you want to make a survival check then?
Nat 20. When I fucking needed it. Nice.
You know exactly the way. You take a left or right, and then you
So they are perfectly mirrored.
and you're like, oh, I know the.
It'd be a
the
right,
time-
then a left.
Then at a time of day, and the guards patrol certain areas, so
Mhm.
we're going to avoid that corridor. So it's getting to that time where
Nice.
and then you follow through, and until you come into a room. Maybe you right. So roll perception, everybody. Well, you got a 1. Byron seeing nothing.
So sorry.
What?
So when you said follow through, I kept doing the shit joke. That's so good.
Okay. Right, what do we all roll?
So what am I rolling? Perception, not good. A 7.
Cool. Nat?
17.
17.
God, it's the first character we've ever had that's good at perception.
Plus
I know.
4.
I know.
Plus 4.
And who would have been going first? It would have been Uma.
Uma probably.
Mhm.
Uma's striding forward, incredibly competent. Okay. Nat, you hear voices. And
Not again. No.
No, yeah. you hear some voices coming from just ahead, and how's the lows again?
Highs?
No, that's the lows. But unfortunately, Uma is sort of too far. So Uma walks into this room just before you hear that there are voices in this room.
Wonderful.
Okay. So hear some voices. You don't have time to tell what they're saying.
To get the information that the DM wants us to get from these voices.
Sorry, but you walk into this room and you see 2 hooded figures in the cult robes, and they're quite fancy cult robes. These are the fanciest ones you've seen so far. And
Fancy.
they turn around to you, and one of them says, "Well, I knew you guys would turn up eventually, but you've kind of caught us off guard." Hello and welcome to the middle bit. This is episode 7 of the Crossfire campaign. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm afraid it's just me again this week. Robin and Henry are actually in Glasgow, but they're not around at the moment. James is back day after tomorrow. So next week we will have a proper mid bit with everybody, hopefully, because it's been a long time since we've had one. So hopefully we'll get that sorted. And yeah, we're going to be starting recording and stuff again next week, maybe not next week. We'll see. We might be doing some like previouslys and stuff like that, middle bits and intros and all that malarkey. But Robin is starting a campaign for us next week, one that won't be recorded, but we're going to be playing through the new D&D starter pack. So that'll be good for Robin to sort of learn the ropes of DMing a bit before she actually runs something that will be recorded for you guys in the future. So looking forward to that. And then we're going to be going on to Star Wars. We're going to be recording the second season of James's Star Wars campaign. It's going to, from what he's told us anyway, it's going to take a slightly different tack, we think. It's going to be a lot more fun and goofy. And one of the things that he's got going on is that he's making a shit ton of NPCs to sort of, luck of the draw who we meet in certain situations. So we've got this database of random NPCs that are just funny and goofy. So if you have any funny and goofy ideas for NPCs, or in particular parties of NPCs, then please let us know, because we've got a database to fill. So I think he wants around 50, something like that. So we've got a good few of those already. But if you guys want any suggestions, then please go for it. We'd love for you to beef that number out a bit. The next thing you guys will probably hear after the crossover campaign will be the second season of D&D. So Thalmy, Ibothane and 9 will be back in River's Edge, and we will follow their story on for their next chapter, which we recorded quite a while ago now, and we loved playing it. So can't wait for that. That's going to be great. You're enjoying seeing Thalmy, Ibothane and 9 already in this campaign, which is good. Well, not much of Thalmy, because he's, Team Skull stolen him and all that kind of stuff, but spoilers, he'll be back. He'll be back in a bit. So yes, we're back in the Star Wars world for this episode of the Crossfire campaign, which is good. It's good fun. And yeah, I think you guys have just passed the Nothab the Bothan scene, which was one of the funniest ones we've recorded in so long, just Ibothane being Ibothane. And I actually think Robin was in a mood with James for quite a while after recording that, because of just how mean he was to that made up character. I think she just saw a new side to James, and she didn't like what she saw. So I remember there being a bit of tension, but it's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one relatively short. Just because I want to get back to the episode, and it's just me. You don't want to listen to my boring voice for ages. So I'm gonna do a shout out to Tiny Changes this week. Tiny Changes are a Scottish charity for mental health issues, primarily aimed at children, teenagers and young adults. They were set up in memoriam of Scott Hutchison, the singer of Frightened Rabbit, who took his own life last year now. And the family set up this charity, and it's one quite close to my heart and a lot of Scottish people's heart, because of their love for the Scottish band Frightened Rabbit. So, and it's called Tiny Changes because there's a lyric in a Frightened Rabbit song which says, "While I'm alive, I'll make tiny changes to Earth," and it is just the best message in the world, because you don't need to change the world. All you need to do is make little changes every day that make yourself feel better, other people feel better, and that's how the world ticks along. So my tiny change this week is that my granddad is coming up from England to stay this weekend, and he has been asking to see Robin for years now, because we've been going out for a long time, and he still hasn't met her. So he was asking whether he could do that. So I'm going to take both Robin and my granddad out for tea at some point. And yeah, that's going to be that. I hear a Henry who's just entered. Henry, do you want to be part of the middle bit?
Sorry, I have my AirPods in. What did you say?
So, fuck you. Right, this is the only mic that's on.
Oh, hello.
So I was just talking about tiny changes on the spot. What's a tiny?
I made quite a big change. I was walking home late the other night, and this, like, I don't want to be blue, but arsehole in front of me, like, threw half a sandwich at this homeless dude and, like, eat this. And then I was like, hey man, do you want, like, a proper food? And I went and bought him, like, a meal deal from Tesco.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Did you also throw the sandwich back at the other cunt?
Yeah, hit him in the back of the head, boot of vengeance style. Yeah.
No, fair enough. I've just been chatting about stuff that's coming up. D&D 2 is coming up.
It is?
Yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah.
That was good. It was good. There's going to be a little preview at the end of this campaign for what's coming up in that, but it's very exciting. Did you enjoy it?
I did. It was good. I just have one quick question.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at what you're recording on, and it says 41 minutes and 30 seconds. Please tell me it's not 41 minutes and 30 seconds in the middle bit, and that's where you are in another recording.
No, that's I've been recording for 40 minutes, just
Fair
like this is what happened, and I'm just sitting talking shit with the podcast.
Just catching up.
No, we are. If I zoom out, recorded for like 10 minutes.
Amount.
So we're absolutely pushing the limit of this now for me sitting talking by myself. So do you want to shout out some somies?
Yeah, as I nearly fall off my chair, that was what that bang was. So our somies include, well, we've got Twitter at Let's Try Roleplay, Instagram at Let's Try Roleplay, facebook.com/Let's Try Roleplay, / if you just search Let's Try Roleplay on there, it should come up with us. On that, you can send us a message. You can send us a message on Instagram, and I think you can tweet us on Twitter. It's been so long since I've used Twitter. We also have Let's Try Roleplay at gmail.com, where you can send us like emails. That I hear they're an up and coming way of communicating electronically via mail. I think that's it.
Yeah, I'll do.
Yeah.
Oh, Redbubble. We have We've got a Redbubble store. We made a sale the other day of 39 pence.
That's alright. That's
And
probably.
It's not even a sticker. I don't know what that
I don't
is.
know. Maybe like someone had a coupon code. Maybe we do them and we don't know.
If you were that 39 pence purchase, then let us know and
Shout
let us
out
know
to you.
what you bought,
Yeah.
because we do actually want to know. And it turns out I sent this to the guys in the chat the other day. It's not just us that are getting taken down by the Disney tycoons. One of the podcast networks that we listen to, Sans Pants Radio, who are significantly bigger than us, got taken down by Lucasfilm because one of their logos includes a Death Star as well. So there you go. It's it happens to all the big names in podcasting.
Yeah,
So.
us, them, maybe Sony. No. Something because Marvel's owned by Disney and Disney hates Sony. So,
Yeah, I'm sure there's some Death Star or Star Wars themed podcasts out there that have tried to be. So.
Yeah.
So we'll let you get back to the episode. They've just come across a Skull member again,
Ooh.
and Uma's there. I'm pretty sure Uma's just gonna fuck some shit up.
Cool. Sounds good.
And they've just done the whole Nothab the Bothan thing. Remember when James as Ibothane Minor Illusion or whatever, all
That
those
bullshit,
credits,
yeah.
and completely made that man homeless. All his life savings gone.
That was unusual.
So it's good. But yeah,
Almost Henry felt bad. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
I said, remember Robin was in a mood with James after that. She was like,
was
"You are a horrible person. That fictional character now doesn't have a home."
Yeah, I remember us taking the piss out of Robin for that.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, we'll let you get back to it. Hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. I don't need to say Henry loves you this week because Henry's here to say it.
Love you.
Okay, bye guys. Bye. I knew you guys would turn up eventually, but you've kind of caught us off guard.
That's good.
I start reaching behind me to take my vibro axe off my back, looking at the other guys like, this seems like the kind of situation where I kill them.
Is the mirror in there?
So this is not where the mirror is, no.
Not what the mirror is.
Do you know these people?
I'll look at them like, hello, my name is apparently now Umar. We are just passing through. Nice to meet you.
He says, Uma, I know all about you.
You've heard about how I destroyed the palace, yes?
I was like, oh yes, I do know about that. I heard about the tragedy in the palace of
That plug is the voice.
Tongue of the Hut. Please, my name is Dorian. And he comes
Hello,
and shakes
Dorian.
your hand.
I'll shake his hand.
And punch him in the face now.
Yeah, so that's one of them comes up and shakes your hand for that.
So we are just passing through. Lovely to meet you, Dorian.
Well, actually, you guys are, we knew we were going to come across you guys.
Oh. Cool, bye. We're still passing through.
Dorian says to you guys, well, actually, you're a big part of our plans. And we
Why?
We need your help.
For what?
Do you have phone?
Well, that's it, isn't it? We need your help, and it seems that you might need us as well.
I don't.
I don't see how we would need you.
Well, do you want your friends back?
I don't have any.
Yes, but I'm willing to push a knife into your urethra to get him.
Well, I wouldn't think that's the best idea. You need me if you want to get him back. And this other guy is still just silent.
And I still don't know who this stormy person is. So really, I'm just gonna go.
Can I walk up and pull down one of his hood?
Whose?
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
Neither is.
What?
what did you say?
I want to fucking pants him.
Yeah. Can I walk up and just pull down one of their trousers, please?
Teabag.
Not so fucking funny now, are you?
Not with the dick out, yeah, knife in the penis.
No, I'm marching over to pull down the hoods. Like, I'm pissed off. Like,
So you go up to one of them, the one that's talking, or one that's just
one that's
standing?
talking.
One that's talking. Cool. Can you make some sort of check for that? How are you doing it?
Just like sleight of hand, like whoa, and your hood is magically down. No, I wouldn't probably work with it.
It's kind of a combat role, isn't it?
No, I'm more like.
I mean, it's
Like-
a sleight of hand is like perfect for it.
Yeah, makes sense. It's just like quickness of your hand. Yeah. That one.
I punch him in the face accidentally instead.
What did you roll a 1?
I might have.
Just walk up and fucking twat
You just put your hand up straight in front and just start slowly walking towards him.
I'm going to take down your hood.
So I was imagining it as you stand next to him, you slowly start reaching up. He looks at you and he's like, "Don't do that. Put your hand back."
Don't touch me.
He just looks and he goes, "Nat Embers, I wouldn't."
Why not?
He's really, really ugly.
We can't know we can trust you if we can't see who you actually are.
That's a Cornetto chose fuck ugly. Because he's fuck ugly. Why has he got his hood up? Because he's fuck ugly. Maybe he doesn't want people to see his face. Yeah, because he's fuck ugly.
At this point, you start to hear sort of footsteps and stuff coming from nearby, and the other guy in the room sort of starts tugging on the other guy, starting to say, they're coming, we need to get away. And Nat, can you make
Where
a
do you need to go to?
insight check?
As they whisper to that to each other, like, "Where are you going?"
It's like, oh, we can't be seen off, that's the guards, we need to get away.
Okay, sure. I'm going with these guys.
14.
14. Oh, okay. You recognize the voice of the other guy that's not spoken. The other guy in the robes, not the one that's been doing all the talking.
It's Professor Aldo.
I know, I genuinely was
Just-
thinking that.
Just Nat recognizes this voice, but you can't place it.
Okay,
Oh.
interesting.
Um,
Like, I'll mention that. I'll be like, do I know you from somewhere?
He stays silent.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And then so nudges the other guy, tugs on his robe again, and then
Is it Harris?
He's always hiding.
No, he's not under a table, so it can't be.
He's gonna make that
Yeah.
fucking joke.
roll insight.
Oh, Jesus. 15?
It's the wrong body shape for Harris.
Okay, that's something at least.
Okay.
It's far too curvaceous.
Should we make a list of all the characters we know across Harris?
No. And
I'm not gonna lie, I was sitting here like, what's the name of
Is
the
it
guy?
Tholme?
No, once again, far too curvaceous.
Right, Ibothane, do you want to make an insight check into body shape?
No, those tits are too good for Tholme. 9.
You can't really tell. The robes are particularly baggy, but it's about, could be or might not be the same sort of shape as Tholme.
Tholme, is that you?
There's still silence.
Nothing.
Right. And at this point, he's tugging on his robe, and this guy's introduced himself as Dorian. Is still just kind of like staring you guys down, and at this point, some Gamorrean guards come in through. There's like 2 or 3 entrances. This is maybe some sort of crossroads, and some Gamorrean guards come in from each way, and Dorian says, "Well, I guess we've been caught," and sort of puts his hands up, and some of the Gamorrean guards come over and sort of like take a hold of him, and then go to take a hold of you guys as well.
I hit them with my axe.
How many of them are there?
So we'll say there's 3 entrances, and so maybe 2 are coming from each one at the moment.
Cool, I hit them with my axe.
Okay, cool. Do you want to make
entrances.
an attack roll?
3.
3, so 6 of them.
Yep.
That would be 4 round attack roll, a 16.
Cool. Which will hit.
Cool, and that'll do 9 damage.
Cool. Okay, cool. So yeah, at this point we'd roll initiative.
Fucking awful.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We got the same
Uma
one.
and Ibothane both got a 4.
Right.
4 4s.
Okay. So what's happened so far is that these 6 Gamorrean guards have sort of moved in to the room, found you guys, obviously, not where you're supposed to be. Uma has immediately just launched an attack at this one and taken his health.
The second one like kind of walks up to me. I just draw as I'm drawing it, bring it down onto them.
Yeah, because Uma just cannot stand
I'm not going.
sight of these things.
I'll fucking kill all of them.
Are we sitting in the toilet? Did these guys come for a shit?
No, we've gone a bit.
We're actually on the break.
They're on their way to the shitter.
I was like, I really need a piss, guys. And
Yeah, and
We're
so
all going to shit together.
so at this point,
Soldiers who shit together stay
They
together.
do.
oh shit, I've not rolled initiative for the cultists as well. So 4 Gamorrean guards, not including the one that just got hit by Uma, are going to charge at Uma and throw themselves at him to try and pin him down to the ground. Which I'm guess is going to be, I don't know how.
Be grappling.
Grappling was, and what does that?
So it's contested athletics. So they would have to use athletics, and I can use either acrobatics or athletics.
And what happens if there's 5 of them doing it?
It'd be each of them does it against, because they do it on each of their turns. So it'd be like one of them does it, and I contest that. One of them does it, I contest that. Or you can roll like 5 times, and I contest it with 1 roll. That probably makes sense. Yeah,
I think probably that's the best way to do it. Okay, cool. Right, you go, and then I'll tell you
Cool.
what each of my rolls are.
26.
Oh fuck. So, and this is with athletics.
Yes.
Cool. Well, I actually can't win.
there's got to be something that means that 5 of them doing it against you is like
That is
just
like 5 fucking Gamorrean guards running at you, and you're just like, I don't really.
As they jump on me, I'm just like slamming them on top of each other.
Make a kebab out of Gamorrean guards.
use the force.
Wait,
Could it be like you get distracted by one of them tries to pin you, throw it off, but that distracts you for the other couple
Yeah.
coming towards you, so you're rolling in with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Why don't you have to roll disadvantage? The worst of 5 attempts.
Okay, cool. I'll do that. Yeah. Worst of 5 attempts. That's 19.
Fucking hell.
That's a 29. That's a 26.
What's your fucking modifier?
That's an 11.
Oh.
That's literally the lowest you can get as a nat 1.
And that's a 27. So it's, you have
Wait,
to
wait, that was a nat 1. So
Nat 1,
you
yeah.
insta-fail it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You have a +10. Fuck.
I think that's probably a fair way of
Barbarians.
doing it.
Barbarians. Yeah.
So you managed.
So they need to beat an 11.
Yeah, cool. I mean, yeah, might as well.
They
roll.
probably will.
No, you insta-fail.
That's a nat 20. On the first
Alright, yeah,
one.
cool.
So the first Gamorrean guard, having, we'll say a couple will come up and you sort of like hold a couple of them off, but eventually, maybe the third or fourth one just comes and completely barges into you, and you go flying over the ground and you sort of land on the ground,
Yeah.
and then like you go out as a light as like the last thing you see is 5 massive 7-foot pigs just like land on you. So you don't actually faint, but that is what happens, and you go down like that.
You get RKO'd 5 times.
That would bring it to Nat. Cool. Nat, what would you like to do?
Cool. Sensing I need some muscle, I throw out Munchie.
Okay. Cool.
Fucking flatten some of these fuckers. So yeah.
Cool. So you've put out Munchie.
Yep.
Cool. Does Munchie want to take a turn?
Body slam.
On the pile.
The
that's
pile.
on- I didn't even get you to roll. Oh no, but it's grappling. It doesn't do damage to it.
No, it doesn't.
On
No.
top of Uma.
So there are
It's
currently
fine, I can take it.
2 that aren't attacking. I haven't got a chance to attack Uma yet.
Body slam them too, please.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
Oh fuck, I forget. Take it that'll be strength, yeah.
Yeah.
What was my 7?
7 to hit, doesn't it? You just say that.
Munchie's
Munchie
tired.
comes out and he's not been out for a while. He's been in a long sleep in that Pokeball, and
Yeah.
just sort of like sits down like,
How big is this room?
which is going to bring it to 2 of the guards, and 2 of them are both going to run off down a corridor behind them, which is going to make it Uma.
I'm going to try and break out of the grapple. So that's what was the highest they rolled.
And
Because
that's
it's
20.
a nat 20. So what's that plus their thing? Because that's the DC.
23.
Cool. I'm going to rage. So Uma's a barbarian in this, just so people know. So it gives me an advantage.
Rage is like he's using the force, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Right, that's a 12. That's a good job I gave myself this. And that's a 28.
But are you doing worst of 5 again? Because you're
Dunno.
currently you've got 5 people on top of you. So
It's so far from
we
the
have
rules.
got we are in some like
Right, no, it's-
Jesus, Gary Gygax, please sort this out for us.
Raging, I don't know.
No. Right, that would work. Because it probably, because there's 5 of them, I probably have disadvantage. So then I'll just take the 12. Yeah.
Do you want to don't
Wait,
rage
you were
then,
knocked
just-
out.
No,
it
he
wasn't
said
ours.
that. But I'm
Oh, I
not.
thought you said he was.
So just we'll say that Uma isn't able to shake these off.
Just fucking determined though to do
It's like
it.
it's a rolling some dice there.
Ibothane?
How big is the room?
I mean, it's probably like 20 foot squared or something like that. Probably.
Okay, I'm just gonna run and then jump onto the pile
Okay.
and cast Thunder Wave.
Right.
It's going to slam me into the ground.
I cast Careful Spell though, so that everyone in the
Okay, burning a 4th level spell slot there.
first level spell.
That's slow.
Level 1.
Thunderwave.
It's a level.
Oh, Thunderbolt is the other one. Cool.
Oh yeah, and that's a level 3 spell. But yeah. I cast.
Cool.
Hold on. I cast Careful Spell so my friends don't get hit. I'm gonna mark my down my sorcery point, but I now it's a saving throw thing, so they all have to.
It's a dex save.
Yeah, it's a dex save. No,
Okay.
Constitution saving
Con
throw.
save.
Cool. Do you want me to make 5 con saves, and then Uma makes one as well.
Or use careful spell.
Oh, right, okay.
Which means I think...
You take half damage.
Yeah, take half
I
damage.
think everyone else in the room is going to take half damage as well.
Mm.
So I'll read these out to you. So 14.
Fail.
Okay. 18.
Pass.
1.
That's a critical fail.
6.
Fail.
22.
Pass.
Okay, so we've got 2 passes and 3 fails.
3 fails and one of them was a crit.
Yeah. Okay, so how much damage?
So everyone that failed takes 7 damage, and they get pushed 10 feet
Okay.
Into the ground.
into the ground / out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, cool.
And then everyone else in the room has to take 3 damage.
Okay, everyone take 3 damage then.
Does that include Munchie?
I think so, just because it's a really small
everyone,
room.
yeah.
And then they take 3 damage, and then the guy who crit failed will get some sort of effect from the
Yes,
crit
so the
cards.
guy who crit failed will take a crit card. Light blast, double damage, and target is blinded for 1 round.
So he looks
Makes
right
sense.
at the lightning. 14.
He's probably just like stunned from like flashbang effect.
But cool, one of them dies. The guy who crit failed, he is just torched into a sizzle. And yes, so that's the end of that round.
It's audible up to 300 feet, just so you know.
Worth knowing, because at this point, maybe it's or maybe it's the guys that have run away to get help. But at this point, the room is stormed by Gamorrean guards, who come in and I think probably rightfully overrun you guys. The only one that maybe not overrun is Munchie.
Starts eating them if it comes near them. Or snack.
What does Munchie do? Like, what are you going to do with Munchie? I mean, you're obviously over.
I think the second Nat realises that they are going to be overrun, I recall Munchie just to protect it, just in case. Also, Byron didn't have a go. Could have saved the day.
No, he didn't. Byron would have got a 12 in whatever he was doing. So, okay. So the room is swarmed by these guards, and one by one, you just get maybe like 4 or 5 to each of you. Comes and like ties you down, binders behind you, and maybe like blindfolded or whatever, and they start to drag you off, and you don't know where you're going, but you're being dragged along.
Kicking and screaming the whole way.
Good.
Yes.
And then you come through it, and you sort of hear to a room where you hear the sort of chatter around you. And they sort of like throw you forward and you slump on your knees, and then you hear and Gamorrean guards go and they go and sort of like cut the blindfolds off you, and you look up and see a disgusting like orangey brown slug up in front of you, and Uma, you'll recognise
I'm instantly trying to break out of my binds. Instantly. Like, I will kill this thing, I will kill it, I hate huts.
This is Kerbal the hut.
This is one of the huts. Look at how disgusting it is.
It's pretty disgusting.
That's a genuine
how far
reaction.
away is it?
It's like 10 feet away.
I spit on it.
That's pretty
Roll
good
a ranged attack without proficiency.
That's a 6.
It sort of dribbles down your cheek.
It goes kind of far. I spit on the floor in front of you.
Yeah.
He gets the idea.
He says again, "It's like, oh, it's a Norag."
What does it mean?
And then there's a
Can I translate for the others?
no. There's actually a
You speaking hot and him saying, "What does it mean?" It's making my fucking day.
there's a pro skull droid that sort of like comes up beside and says, "Oh, Master Kerbu says, what is the meaning of this?"
We
were just taking a shit.
I'll talk back in heart and be like, we are fighting against a rebellion against you.
And he sort of looks quizzical for a moment and then says in Huttese, get those hoods down. And then two of the guards run up and take down the hoods of these two cultists. And you can see clearly one of them has long hair and a scar down his face.
Oh, I recognise you.
Yes, you would. And the other one, Nat, is Kian.
Fuck!
Who's that?
You're getting a blank look.
One of our rivals.
Your rival from the Pokemon campaign.
Which one?
Oh shit, the one that's not Lexi or Byron. Byron?
Oh.
Yeah, Byron was one of our rivals,
Yeah,
yeah.
but then he turned out.
I forget that he's kind of a dick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not the bombshell. I really wanted it to be like.
I remember.
Byron sees this and Byron just gasps.
You're the only one, dude.
I'm like, why did we gasp?
How do you gasp in Russian?
And the hut sort
I
of.
tried to do while breathing in, and that hurt. I'll say in Hattis, these two are part of your slave group that are trying to raise a rebellion similar to the one that happened in the other palace. I'm one of the final loyal survivors from the other palace.
Similar to the one I did.
From the other palace, and I came here to warn you that the same thing is going to happen to you.
Roll deception.
Oh, this is good.
Still a 9.
He says, "Shut up, slave boy."
Okay, look, I'll be straight up honest with you. I led the rebellion in the other one, but I don't want them to copy me, so now you're the only hut here, so you are in control. I helped you. Just send me away. It's fine, you can take the other people.
Dorian says at this point, it's Dorian who was the one...
Scarface.
Scarface. Dorian pipes up and says, well, actually our, royal one, we found these guys roaming the corridors. They've obviously intruded, and they've obviously broken into this palace. We were just trying to reprimand them to bring them to you, my highness.
Who are you
He's
going
going to roll
to
deception,
Who are you going to believe? Me,
which is a 19.
the honest tiefling, and the honest Twi'lek, or this guy with a gross scar on his face? Don't look at my body.
I can't get up.
What are we rolling?
It's like convincing. It's persuasion, yeah.
20.
Non-natural.
Yeah, not natural.
Okay, cool. James, you're looking at me.
I rolled a 19, right?
Okay.
To see if I remembered something from going on earlier on.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that when we were in the marketplace originally, after having just left the palace, a guy called me a Jedi, and everyone reacted very badly to it. So I'm gonna be like, "You're going to believe these guys? That guy is a Jedi."
Oh, okay.
And then do I have to roll deception?
Yep, deception.
Can I
13.
Can I help him by at this point using my force powers to move his cloak?
Why the fuck would he do that? I mean,
classically,
go for it.
oh yeah, he's a Jedi.
It would help.
I mean, go for it.
Cool.
I'm not in a way.
I'll give him an advantage probably because I'm like assisting.
That would be a 16.
Okay, he looks Dorian down and sort of goes, "A Jedi? Why would a Jedi be a slave?"
He's probably hiding to try and kill you.
As this is going on, can I just kind of like hop over to what's his face?
Kian.
I'm not going to remember his name.
Either. The only reason I now actually remember it is because I remember when you said that name the first time, I said it's a fucking stupid name because it is.
Yeah.
I'd like to hop over to... I'm going to call him Kieran until he corrects me.
Okay, I mean, realistically, if you try and do that, the Gamorrean guards will start to stick you in the back. Maybe you turn at them and like give them a fucking glare. Roll
glariness.
Intimidation.
I thought I'd be good at intimidation. I'm really not. That would be an 18.
Okay, so the Gamorrean guard sort of like stands off a bit, and you sort of like wriggle over to Kian.
Kind of want to sort of nudge him and be like, what the fuck?
He says, well, this has been me all along. Shut up. Shut up, we need to get out of this.
What, even when you were 12?
We need to get out of this.
You fucking dickhead. Where's Lexi? Did she survive?
No. I thought he was coming out there a little bit. This has been me all along.
So you tried to convince Kerbo the Hutt that this person's a Jedi, and he sort of looks them up and down, and then looks back at you and says, I don't believe it. I don't understand. I'm growing tired of this. And at this point, he slams his hand down on a sort of like panel next to him, and the floor beneath you guys collapses as the grates open, and you guys fall, about 10 feet into a pit. And the Gamorrean guards were sort of standing just outside of
Does one fall in with
us? One definitely falls in.
The one you intimidated.
Yeah, exactly.
He stepped forward towards the fucking pit.
And you guys fall into this pit, and you look up, and it's difficult to climb up the walls to escape. And you hear a noise going. And then you.
I kind of probably know what's about to happen. I'm like, guys, we are fucked. It was nice knowing you. If you believe in the Force, you're going to join it.
Oh, the Force?
And at this point, you hear sort of like almost like a clicking sound, and the sound of many almost insecty legs walking out from a large sort of cage, like bars that you can see coming into the room, and you see
I'm not okay with this.
a large so probably I think it's got 6 legs, 6 of them like insect type legs, a green body and a green head with many teeth, and it just screeches at you.
You are not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a Rancor.
Well, it would have been a Rancor until James fucking ruined it by putting a Rancor in his captain.
Is this better?
No, it's probably worse.
I
I don't like bugs.
I rolled a 15 for survival to get out of my chains. Does that work? Does it?
Oh fuck, you guys are still all in chains.
Yeah.
I think you'll need to do like attack rolls on each other's
Well, you
ones.
you screwed my plan. I was going to cast Blink whilst he was talking to us.
Right, and you guys
Cast Blink on the guy you called a Jedi. Make him look. He disappeared.
Oh my god! He's probably a ghost. He must have died.
So you guys, Uma, can you make a history something? Do you know what this is?
There's a xenology check in the thing, but it would be like a nature check in
Right,
this.
I got
Be nature.
for like intelligence based stuff. I got a 15.
Okay, cool. So this is what you see.
Yeah, the thing from episode 2, because we're keeping that going.
I know
in
this is such an episode 2 heavy.
It's a shame it's not episode 2.
It's so this is an Ackley, and it's the
That's what they're called.
monster that Obi-Wan fights in the Genosian Colosseum.
Yep. Right.
And I have for any
Still the best Star Wars movie.
for any Star Wars nerds.
Fuck off! I just caught that. No.
I've said it multiple times. It's true. 2 is the best one. Just they use like I just hate physical props. CGI is so much better. It just works.
Eat a dick.
Why is that?
And nothing. Not like I'm a sucker for a good romance.
I love sand.
I fucking love sand. But you ever been to the beach? It's magical.
Okay, can you please roll initiative?
No. You beat me this time, so
Got 5. I've improved on last time.
I've got a 3, so I've gone down 1 from last time.
Keeping it consistent.
Cool. So the good news is the Ackley is going to go last.
That's good.
Yeah, actually, let's roll initiative for that. No, actually, no, I'm not gonna roll initiative for the Gamorrean guard. Yeah, but I'm gonna do it.
I don't think the Gamorrean Guard's going to last very long.
Cool. First up is Dorian. And he Okay, cool. So Dorian is going to look at the Ackley and hold his hand out, and from it are going to dart 3 bolts of energy.
Magic missile.
Cool. So these, so yeah, he's going to hold his hand out, and 3 darts of energy are going to fly out and hit the Ackley, and it's sort of like reels back and screeches, and it's going to be Kian's go. Kian is going to take out his scimitar and run and try and attack the Ackley's leg. But rolls a 3, so he runs up to it, and the Ackley just sort of like, maybe as it screeches from the previous attack, Kian shits his pants and just does not attack. Byron's going to send out Salamence, and Salamence is going to... So Byron's going to Byron's going to send out his Salamence and shout to it, say, Salamence! Hell there, use Hyper Beam! And it's going to roll a 19, which will hit, and it's going to do 66 plus 4 damage. 19, 23, 27. It's going to be 31 damage to the Ackley. Cool, so he builds up a big ball of energy in his mouth and fires it towards the Ackley, and it hits it like straight in its chest, and it rears back and screams again, and it took a decent amount of damage from this.
Cool.
Nat's turn.
Cool. Cause I haven't really used. Can I throw a genie?
Yes, of course. Go for it. What would you like Genie to do? I'll give you a turn.
Use Twister. See if I can use Twister.
Okay, cool.
Between that or Thunder Wave. That is 15.
Okay, that will hit.
Cool. That is 3d6 plus 7 damage. 5, so 6, 17. That's 24 damage.
Okay, cool. So how does this go?
I don't really know how Twister is. Twister, I don't know if it's like you actually throw like almost like a hurricane at, you know, like a small kind of swirly that you throw it, and there's kind of they kind of spin around and like kind of get hit their heads.
I always kind of imagined it as like you actually like fly around them really quickly, and as you do so, like it messes them up or something like that.
It could be like
Maybe
you kind
that.
of fly around them and just kind of like hit them as you're spinning
Create
around.
a vortex.
Yeah, cool. So as you're spinning around, maybe it picks up some of the rocks and whatnot from the ground that are just sort of lying about, and it just clobbers off this Ackley, doing another decent amount of damage, and it's just being battered at the moment. Ibothane's go.
Would you allow me to drop a dagger as a bonus action?
Yes.
I drop my Ultra dagger in the ground, and then I would like to cast Lightning Bolt.
Okay, cool.
On the Ackley.
Yeah.
Cool.
Go, roll to hit.
It's a Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. What was it, 7?
That is a fail.
Okay.
Right. 30 damage.
Okay, cool. So, what did you use? Thunderbolt?
Yes, cast Lightning Bolt, and if there's anything flammable, it ignites.
Okay.
On it. But
Don't think any of his internal organs are flammable. But yeah, so how does Lightning Bolt work? Does that
I kind of just like, because it's all from my focus, which is my gold ring.
Yeah.
So I sort of just like hold my fist out, and it like electricity surges over, because I'm sort of an electric dragon because I have my breath weapon. So I imagine like electricity sort of surges over my body and then like blasts out in a beam out of my ring.
Yeah.
Towards the.
So you know, it's that classic cartoon thing where you see the Ackley skeleton. But it's kind of got an exoskeleton, doesn't it? Like, I don't know. If it has a skeleton, then
normal.
you see it. Yeah, exactly. And it looks seriously fucking injured now. And it's like, it's struggling to keep itself up. Uma's go.
Cool. I will just run up to it and hit it with my axe.
Yeah,
really.
Go for it.
I get 2 attacks, but I'll roll them separately. So first attack is going to be a 14 versus AC.
Yep, that hits.
Cool. And then that will be. I'm not going to count that. I wish I could, but. That will be that'll be 10 damage.
Okay, cool. How'd you kill it?
Just chop its head off. Just
Kind of like casually walk up. It's like, this is not as hard as I thought it'd be. And just like, I want to imagine after it's been electrocuted, its head kind of droops, and I just executioner's block chop it off. Like, that was simple.
You hear a voice go, "Finish him."
Yes, and you swipe up, and this Ackley's head just goes flying off and like collides with the wall.
Fatality.
It didn't even have a chance to rip the head off the Gamorrean guard.
The Warren Guard joins us now.
Did it go?
No.
No.
And there's an example of a DM who probably should have made the combat rate harder on that. But no, it's only because it went last. And because we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks on it before it managed to do anything. Okay, so maybe during these 6 seconds that it took to kill this thing, after...
Oh, at this point, can I point at Dorian and be like, I told you he was a Jedi?
You hear commotion from up above with
You probably think I'm a Sith.
Yeah.
with the hut going, and then Dorian runs over behind the Ackley, sort of while it's still being attacked, over towards back into the cage, and goes back and then sort of like shouts for you guys to sort of follow him, and then when he hears the Ackley fall, you hear his call to follow him. Kian runs after him.
Yeah, go after him. They know where Tommy is.
Okay.
Go after him.
So you run after, and
I have nowhere else to go, so... Yeah.
And you also start to hear the snorting of Gamorrean guards who are sort of leaving the upstairs area to come down to, try and intercept you guys. As you run past, fine, we'll do one more initiative roll. Who rolled an 8. So there are a number of people that could go before the keeper of this Ackley, who is a fat man with some weird headset thing, and
is he crying?
He is weeping. In fact, he doesn't even go. He doesn't even notice you guys. He just runs past you towards his fallen baby.
Can I trip him up?
Do you want to trip him up?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Actually, he's higher in initiative.
Wait,
than you, so you can.
Is it actually Nathab? Did he also raise this?
No, Caesar runs past you, and as you get up, there's a big gate. Anybody want to try and open the gate?
Sure, I'll try and lift it up.
Cool. Roll.
Stronger than me.
I mean, it's going to be kind of difficult, but...
Probably get Dragonite to do it because he's pretty
That's
strong.
a 29.
Fine. When you go up and you just
Never mind.
wrench the bars apart on this gate, and a hole that's just big enough for everything except probably
I did roll a
Dragonite.
19.
I'll recall
so-
Dragonite to be fair.
And
I also recall Eldritch there.
yeah, just before running through the gate, Dorian sort of turns to you guys and says, "So no, guys, I think we make a pretty good team."
I don't know.
And then run through the gate.
Did he do anything in that?
Huh?
Did he do something?
He's fired a magic
He
missile.
cast magic missile.
D&D rules.
And they both start running down this corridor, and you can hear the Gamorrean guards sort of following, sort of like coming, so from different directions.
Can I bend the bars back? I'll do
Well, they're not going to come from there because that's where the actual
yeah, true.
pit was.
No, but then they won't know we've exited.
How did they do this?
But you're still just following them?
Yes,
Yeah.
go after them.
Cool. So
They're my way off the planet, so...
if you keep running, then you start to see some familiar sights. You see maybe you run past the toilet block, and you run eventually into the where the round table was, and they turn a corner through a door that's been blasted off its hinges, and they take one last look behind to see where the Gamorrean guards and where you guys are, and then they dive through the mirror portal. Do you guys follow?
Don't think we'll have a choice, to be honest.
Yes. Yes, this is why we came.